Yo, Afro, all flows reach out. AFRO, we was up here in B-side show. That's what we was doing, we was kicking it. I was just here for the 300th episode. Did the thing, you know, just kicking with some good folk. You know what I mean? So just tune in every single Monday. It's about right. Blah, Fro.
Yeah, man, we're back in the spot, man. We're going to run up with our first guest right there, man. That was Pause 1 on that last video.
Yeah.
Shout out to the homie right there, man. Hey, we also got a couple more events. Stay tuned to our page that we're going to be having here as well at our shop. So we'll keep you guys posted. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead and introduce yourself, fam.
What's up? It's Anthem from LP.
That's right.
Yeah, here today, just chilling out.
Hey, and you guys were here not too long ago with the crew, man.
It seems like you guys are here every week.
Yeah,
right?
They got a big collective,
Man.
right?
We just got a couple things going on, like projects dropping and stuff like that. That's usually when I reach out when I have an album out.
Yeah.
So you have something coming out?
Yeah, I actually dropped the album May 13th called Harvey Electric Life. Yeah, it's a dedication album. It's to my homie that passed away in last July. He had cancer, so.
And what is the title? What does the title represent? What is that again?
It's Harvey Electric Life. My homie Harvey is the name, and Electric Life is just a celebration of the kind of life you live. Yeah.
Okay, that's dope, man. Because the thing is, people get personal with their music, but to go, that level and give respect to your homie right there. But how many tracks on the album? Man?
It's only 8 tracks.
Okay.
It's a real short album. It was before the whole good music.
I was going to say you created a wave, man.
Yeah,
you were the first one to the 7-8 track
universe.
LP. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I wanted it to be very, very concise and very exactly what I wanted. A lot of times when we make albums, we tend to put a lot of different things in there, but I had like a real mission. I had a story to tell, so I kind of kept it that way. It worked out better than I expected. I was aiming for something like 10, but 8 felt perfect.
So how did your homeboy influence your music?
He was kind of there at the beginning when I started making music. I'm not like a lot of people that kind of hip hop has always been my life. I ended up kind of working a normal job in my mid-20s. My cousin was in high school, and they got a hold of my MySpace page, and they were into my poetry and stuff like that. So they convinced me long story short, they convinced me to start rapping, and that's when I became Anthem. And he was always at my shows. He was always the one that was going to all my shows. He was at more of my shows than anybody else I know. And he was always supportive.
So how did that affect you?
It's just support, because hip-hop hadn't always been my life, so I didn't have that instilled confidence and belief in what I did. And he's one of the people who always reinforced that, from an outside perspective, not someone that I was making music with or someone that was supposed to support me. He really appreciated for what I did, and he was always there and always supportive, and that made a lot of the difference,
That's dope, bro, because support goes a long way as far as especially with artists though, or anybody creating a business. The thing is you got all these friends, and then when you do go and you go all out and you decide to go and make this choice, whether it's being an artist or creating a business, then all of a sudden all these people that were your friends, how come they're not supporting this shit? You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because I've been through it myself, and it's kind of weird, bro, to be honest with you. But to have someone that genuinely just supported because they believed in what you were doing, that's important, bro.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's why a lot of artists do this, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it is. And it was just something that I fell into, and he kind of made it more. He kept the battery in my back, because it's not easy making music. It's not easy being an artist in the scene. There's a lot of.
It's one of the toughest things you could do is be an artist.
Yeah, and especially the kind of artist I am, super vulnerable with my music. I'm very honest about everything I do, and that becomes draining over time. And we need people in our lives that are always going to be hey, yo, what's going on? Or let me hear what you got now, or let me see what you're doing next, and when are you going to do something else I can go through and catch you and chill, And he always added this positive energy.
Let me ask you, man.
That's dope.
That's good to hear, and it seems like you really dedicated a portion of yourself to your friend that passed away, and that's one of the biggest dedications you could have. But you a controversial dude, man. It's time to talk about that stuff.
Yes, I kind of, what?
Every time I go on Facebook, I see you arguing with another artist, or you arguing with somebody.
Well, arguing with somebody, yeah.
Why is that?
I'm a very honest person. That's why.
You think there's not a lot of honest people?
I think in social media and in our life in general these days, because of how much accessibility that people have to us, people will like to be something they want to be as opposed to be who they are. A lot of people will kind of present a life that looks flawless or that doesn't have like the pitfalls of a normal human being. And that's just, we're conditioned to. That's just normal.
And then you call them out on that?
No, well, when I get into things online, it has to do with a moment or an opinion or a thought. It's not like me seeking someone out, like, oh, let me ruin someone's day today. It's like I'm just going through my feed and I see something and I'm like, oh, what the hell? So I say something. And I'm kind of, one of my biggest flaws is that once you push me and once you get me charged up, I don't have brakes. Like, I can be a freight train. And that's a lot of the time what happens. People, I will say something and that'll make someone react. And then it becomes like a volley back and forth of energy. That's really what it comes down to.
Do you think that maybe sometimes you're rude when you say some stuff on Facebook or Instagram?
I think sometimes I can be a dick, but I think a lot of it comes from context, or a lot of it comes with like inflection that people will add or won't add, and they'll take me whatever way they want to take me or however they feel.
So what are some of the beefs that you got into this year alone?
This year, I don't
He
know.
said just this year.
To be honest with you, for the most part, after it happens, I don't even care. I don't even think about it. It doesn't really affect me. I have other things going on in my real life. Like, Facebook is what I'm doing when I'm taking this shit, or when I'm at a red light, or when I'm eating my lunch. It's not something I live through.
What are some of the things that people say on social media that gets you going? What's one of your triggers? You say, hey, this guy says this, and you come and you say, hey, well, maybe you should do this or this, and then it's on.
When people will try to control a narrative and that paints things in such a negative light that it's going to influence people and push them in a certain direction. A lot of times there'll be mildly politically charged things or opinions of people and situations. And a lot of times I think, well, that's not necessarily how I see it. So because it's a public forum, I'm just going to go ahead and say it. Just
That's
like a
right.
conversation. If we were having a conversation and like I hear you guys talking and like I hear something that really triggers me, I'm gonna say it.
But you don't say, hey, excuse me, blah, blah. You say, you're wrong, and this is why you're wrong, and you're a fucking dumbass.
Not verbatim, but it can get.
It was close, though, right? It was close. My impression was
That is an interesting
good.
way to quote me. I can be that way, yeah, absolutely. What I say about myself a lot of times is I will match whatever energy you give me. There are actually people who navigate that kind of conversation with me, and it doesn't get to, you're an idiot, fuck you, shut the fuck up. Like, there are people that I just don't clash with, and even if I am maybe trolling, they will roll with it.
So you said something important right now. So is there times that you are just trolling and you're going out to create chaos?
Well, not chaos, but to have an exchange. It's not like, oh, I'm gonna fuck up. I never have intentions to fuck someone's day up or fuck someone's mentality up. But I will, varying on the degrees of the situation or the topic, I will either be having fun or I will be serious about it.
So do you get off by getting somebody else mad while you're having a good time? Because that's what trolling is.
I guess so, yeah. No different than snaps. When you're talking, you're just like, oh, you're fat, you're stupid.
Well, snaps is two friends going at each other. Trolling is you going at a complete stranger and trying to get him worked up.
Sometimes.
Hey, real. Hey,
I respect the honesty, man.
Hey, and that's why you well rounds the crew, man. LP, man, they came through not too long ago though, and that you guys got a lot of projects out there though right now. So you want to talk about some of the crew and let them know where they, what they can get at.
Yeah. Well, my boy Mason's here with me tonight because True Current Stations. Mason, you rock. He's actually rocking his gear right now. They have a gear line.
Yo, it looks
Current
dope, man.
Chasers.
That's dope.
They have an album coming out pretty soon,
Sick.
next couple of months, in a few months. And that's him, Boom Mexico, Tic Tac Montana. That's the album's dope. The boy True, he's working on his album. M4 working on his tracks. And me, I'm just kind of chilling, laid back.
When's the next time you releasing something?
I don't know. I don't really know. I'm at a point where it's not always about me or what I want. I think especially because I wasn't born into hip hop and I didn't have this as a long-term dream. I think I've taken it for what it's given me and what it's meant to me. And then for right now, my purpose after this Harvey album is to help my brothers do their thing. Help my brothers in any way, because I could do other things other than rap. You know, I can write, I can help put things together.
Has there ever been a conversation where somebody in LP says, "Hey, dude, you got to chill out a little bit. You're acting crazy online, and it's bringing negative light to all of us." Has that conversation ever happened?
Absolutely.
What do they say?
Pretty much that. I mean, I don't quote anybody, but
And then what do you say when they say that?
I will explain the situation, and then I will. I'm not someone who doesn't admit their faults. I can be wrong. And I am
So
wrong.
say I'm in a bad mood one day.
Yeah.
Say I want to troll somebody online. What do I do?
I don't know.
Well, I'm
I don't
asking
know
you for
what-
advice because you're the king. So
If
I'm
you want to
asking
know how to troll,
I'm coming to you. I'm saying, hey, I just want to piss somebody off. What do I do?
I have you. You know what? Be an opposite opinion, and your ability to troll them will really depend on your own intelligence and your own knowledge of whatever you're
So
trying
I'll
to
be
troll
great.
them on.
This is great.
Yeah, you
I'll be
could
awesome.
Hey, you know what though? Speaking on what you said though, it doesn't always have to end where someone's all mad at the other guy. I don't really myself personally. I don't really get into that because I have too many problems in my own life, Doug. No, I really can't. But one time, something actually, like you said, and I made a response, and this one guy decided.
You know what it was? What was it?
Decided to go back. So we literally went back and forth the whole time. But by the end, we understood each other, and it was respect. It wasn't at first. I think we were both mad, but by the time it ended. Because I never really went back and forth with anybody that line, it's on internet, dog. It was weird for me, and I said, okay, well, I understand what you're saying, and by the end of it, because it was like what you said is when you bring an intelligent opinion, it's not always just, well, fuck you, you don't agree with me, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, absolutely.
sometimes you could actually have a discussion that's real.
Have these conversations on Facebook, on Instagram, have they ever resulted in physical altercations?
Nah,
Never.
nah. I have threats, and people. I'm sure there's a couple people who would like to see me face to face.
Who?
He said, who?
I don't know.
Yeah,
But-
they're out there probably.
Yeah, I would understand that, but it's not always how you think it is. I'm not constantly making enemies. I'm not constantly making opposition. I've actually had people DM me that I wasn't friends with after something like that, and they'll be like, "Yo, I'm glad you said something. Like, someone needed to say something." And you know what? That's I truly believe in what you're saying. There's also people that I've gone in altercations with through Facebook that because of that situation, they ended up becoming cool with me and becoming friends because they saw something different. It's not. You can look at it like it's all shit talking and games or some ploy for chaos or attention or whatever with that. But you could also look at it like I do have an opinion, and I do believe I'm intelligent, and I do know that I have a lot of empathy, and that's what people are lacking these days. And a lot of times when I do go in on someone online, it's because I see someone who's an actual target. I see a group of people who are being chased down and run at. That's not me.
Dude, you're a modern day saint, the way you describe it. You're just,
Yeah,
you're
you know what I'm saying?
modern day Mother Teresa over here, dude.
Well, saints actually have, sins. Saints have faults.
You're telling me.
Saints have downfalls. People aren't saints until they die anyway. There's not a
respect that.
living saint. We called Saint Teresa because that's how she lived, but she wasn't a saint while she was alive. No one can be.
That's right, man. Talk to him, man. And the project's out right now. It came out, now it's, almost, about 6 weeks ago or so, 6 to 8 weeks ago, your
Yeah.
project. Let them know one more time where they could get at that and all that stuff, man.
Yeah, you could actually, it's a special release, and it was intended for close people of Harvey. So it's only on my Bandcamp, and it's downloadable for free. And it's anthm.bandcamp.com. I have toyed with the idea of putting it on streaming services for distribution, but that wasn't my intention beginning with it. And for now, at this point, because it's still very fresh, it hasn't even been a year since my friend passed away, that's what it is for right now.
So make sure you get at it, man. He keeps it honest with you. We talked to him, and he's keeping it real with you guys, man. You can only respect
Absolutely.
that. That's right. Anthem in the building. We're going to play a video, man. It's the B-side show. We'll be right back.
Yeah.
I knew it from the start. Baby, when you blow my
You gotta have hope. It's just hard right now, but still gotta have hope. I close my eyes but never dream no more. They say I gotta try, but then I think what for? We pulled out by the tide and can't reach that shore. Like we falling from the sky but can't see no floor. You see, there's things I ain't figured out. Like while we drown our hopes in doubt, then we give up on ourselves. I've seen spirits broken and some souls hollowed out. These are things never spoken, so I wonder what it's all about. Strain is abundant, pain coming from my stomach. Some people lead a life that they know they never wanted. They puffing on their fire, they sipping on a tonic. And I know just how you feel, so with you in mind I write this on it. Praying for a change, hoping it consume. Please stray from the darkness, the light it needs you too. I'm combing through my mind and I know what we should do. I say we love ourselves and we love each other too. Come on.
I know you feel the pain and I just pray it goes away. You're looking for that change and I know it won't come today. I believe something great is coming, I can see. Against the wind we keep on running.
Flipping through these dusty crates, trying to find something inspiring to make me great. I keep it real cause all around me fake. Ain't got no time to debate or wait, cause time continues mapping out my fate. I keep my schedule tight, I'm never late. A decent slate, I got a lobster sitting on my plate. Say it's a shame, but yo, for heaven's sake, I thought I needed change, but never thought that I would need a change. Never tried to rearrange. My priorities have made a fucking mess of things. My need for money, gear, and jewelry got me feeling strange. It's like without it, I ain't shit, it's got me stressing, man. Heart controlled by overthinking, I won't ever change. But I'm here to stay, chilling in the same place you found me at. Family quick to tell me that my name's great. Tell me that they love me even when they know the chain's fake. So I stay ready like it's game day.
I know you feel the pain and I just pray it goes away. You're looking for that change and I know it won't come today. I believe something great is coming, I can see. Against the wind we keep on running.
That's right, man. We're live right here. DJ Gummy on the ones and twos, man. We got Anthem in the building, that new project. Make sure you guys go check that out. He's going to give you some live. This is off the project, right?
Yes, it's off the project.
That's right, man. And you're going to get a live dose of it right here, man. Which one we getting into, man?
This is the title track, Electric Life.
Make sure you check this out, man. Electric Life. If Gummy's ready, let's go. Anthem in the building, all the way live.
Baby.
Feels like a long time, but it hasn't been that long. May you live forever, my brother. Yeah. Sup, buddy? How you doing, bro? It's been a minute. I've been spinning since your funeral. A lot has changed, but you know your boy the same. The beast got back to work. I'm writing classics in your name, Electric Life, man. I'm trying to make you proud. I hit your shit in stone and host you living through the sound. Can't paint a perfect picture or recapture all the smiles. The world to know your essence once these efforts are compiled. It's day to day though. I stay checking up on jazz. You ever need a thing, you know we always got our back. I hit her with a text. If we're head but my heart, there's a hole in her soul, and the world's been ripped apart. My family the same, be that better off or worse. I ain't talked to Erin and that amplifies the hurt. I'm looking for a diamond, I'm digging in this dirt. I'm wishing things were different, but I know that's not how wishes work. I'll be honest, I'm regretful with my mind. The days you would invite, I would respectfully repine. Thought we had forever, took for granted how we shine. He said we had other chances, there would be some other times, but that ain't the story now. The rain is pouring down, my mind composed of clouds. I'm mourning while your glory bound. I'm looking for your laugh, I'm searching for your smile. I'm looking for some moments, but your opus is just not around. I know some hearts that are longing for your song, so I'm bleeding on the page and made an angel sing along. I used to dream of death, but now I understand it's wrong. Forever teaching lessons, cause your essence never gone. Be the words and living in your name, and sometimes it feels like we go against the grain. And whatever days, it seems like it's always so strange. I love you for now and forever in your grace. It's begging me to change. Though another day, I'll miss you. R.I.P. Harvey Perez. I miss you, brother. May you live forever.
Make noise, man. Anthem in the building all the way
That
live.
was dope, man.
You
That
could
was dope.
tell it's some real, he's keeping it real like he mentioned, man. That's about his homie right there, man. Any shout outs you want to make, man?
Yeah, absolutely. Shout out to the whole LP family. Shout out to Janetti. And my heart's with you right now. I love you. Shout out to all my boys. Shout out to my boy Alex Ibarra, AI. Shout out to Mason. Shout out to Boom Mexico, M4, Open Mind, Truth, Lito P, the whole LP crew. Shout out to my friends and family.
Hey, and you know what? Shout out to the LP crew, man. I know pretty much most of them, but the thing is, you guys are another camp that stays busy, bro. You guys stay
absolutely.
working, bro. That's a good thing.
Let's start a beef with somebody right now. Who do you want to call
Yeah,
out?
shit.
Let's start one right now.
This mother.
Who do you want? Tell me someone.
Yeah.
Who do you want me to take down?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't have any issues with anybody. I had one beef.
Aim me at a castle.
I had one beef with LeBron James, but we ended that, so we're good now.
Okay.
So I don't know.
So it's over. That one's over, man. Hey, make sure you check out the project, man. Anthem's in the building, man. We'll be right back with our next guest. It's the B-Side Show. Act like you know.
Let's go, baby.
Yeah, this the bomb man campaign. Shout out to the gang, gang, gang. Got the toast, I ain't taking champagne. This the bomb man campaign.
Damn, god dang. Black and fly, hawk plane. Disrespecting all pop bang. 187 on everything. Whole team fresh off fresh like a ball main campaign. Whole team fresh off fresh like a ball main campaign. My dude, talk smack in the jaws. I take it down like them jaws. I wrap this shit up like it's gauze. As clap for me, round of applause. Engulfed in the smoke like a spark. Utility pad like a frog. Wipe the chest like Jilly and Bob. Doing great, DG, we the mob. I gotta get rich from my mom. I'm already rich in my mind. Translate into physical God. Translate into physical God.
Yeah, pull up in the Uber full of shooters, nigga. If you ain't winning, then you lose it, nigga. If you ain't getting money, what you doing, nigga? Mama kept a pistol right by the liquor. One shot every time she gets sentimental. The son on the block with some shit to get rid of. The nigga do the least but the biggest percentage. I'm quick to throw a fit if you catching the feeling. Get money, you ain't getting none from me. I'ma keep it 100. Life's a bitch and I'ma dick all in the stomach. F the world and everybody that run it all summer 16.
Damn, god dang. Black and fly, hawk plane. Disrespecting all pop bang. 187 on everything. Whole team fresh off fresh like a ball main campaign. Whole team fresh off fresh like a ball main campaign.
My team is thick, we got a clique full of ballers. Every time that we hit the block, the pretty bitches with the titties in the cities be on us. Pockets is fat, the boss is back, the verse pack with more facts than almanacs. We pitching sacks in the trap like a quarterback, plus the bass keep hitting like a heart attack. Yeah, it's the birth of the Bang City, and you know I got my killers with me. Big Fish, Young Rev, and my man Millie. All a hater gotta do is act silly.
They call me El Patron, cause I keep them shots fired. If your label ever hear us, they drop you and we hired. Rolling with Prince, but call me sire. I move keys and the notes I get be higher than Mariah's. Lost one, then hold up your lighter. Fuck the pigs, the cops, the police, mafia. Fuck all them imposters. If the Bloods and the Crips link up, you got problems. Ain't no Durant in me, and I'ma always stay down for the team. Believe me. You still asking about practice. How you think I made it where you wanna be? MVP.
Damn, god dang. Black and fly, hawk plane. Disrespecting all pop bang. 187 on everything. Whole team fresh off fresh like a ball main campaign. Whole team fresh, all fresh like a barman campaign.